Hi guys, welcome back to another video. We're doing our gift guide and this one is over 50s. We just did our under 50s and this one's super exciting because there's a lot more we can talk about.
Yeah, I feel like under 50, you need to be a bit more strategic. You can be a lot more thoughtful. I mean, you can still be thoughtful with over 50 gifts, but I think it's like under 50, there's a lot of like DIY, handwritten stuff on top of the product recommendations that we gave. But I feel like for over 50, you can really go into the thoughtfulness.
It's a different type of thoughtfulness.
Yeah, I was gonna say like they're both thoughtful, but it's a little different.
Yeah, because this price range, it's like you wouldn't just willy-nilly get it yourself, right? Because it does go into that upper category. So when you gift it to someone, it's like you're almost putting your own needs aside to gift them something like this. It's a luxury item and you know, everyone likes a little bit of luxury.
Yeah, and I think like especially now that we're both getting a bit older, thinking of gifts for our parents, our aunts and uncles, or even just like friends and their birthdays, it's like...
And being able to gift them these things. Before it was just out of the question, right? Like you barely have a job, maybe you're still studying or whatever, and it's hard to like dish out something like this, but to kind of pay it back to our parents and pay it back to whoever is special in your life.
So without further ado, let's jump into skincare.
Yes. So let's start off with what we love most on the channel, skincare. Yeah, because most gift sets actually do go above 50.
Yeah. But then also most gift sets I think are worth it because you get to try more products for less price. So as you guys know, I love my Amorepacific Vintage Essence and this is their Grand Reveal of Dewy Glow Kit.
Yeah.
What a name, I'm a fan. And in it, of course, you get the single extract essence. There's also a treatment enzyme cleansing foam that's good for people with more dry skin types.
Like combo dry.
Yeah. And then there's a moisture plumping nectarine cream. So I think like this all in one, you get a full size of the Vintage Essence. I think like this is a gift for a friend, for yourself.
It's special.
It's a very, very special gift.
And you can tell them, I know my skincare because this is, you know, single extract of green tea. It's been cultivated and you're giving them like the source of the best of the best. In the same wavelength, because Amore and Sulwhasoo, I think are great gifts for pampering.
I think for mom, especially, like I would love to, I'm gonna give this to my mom.
Yeah, so this one, they specialize in ginseng, and ginseng is a really powerful antioxidant, so it's helping with, you know, fine lines and wrinkles. This, my mom always wants to try, but you know, she'll never spend the original price on it. Like, look at this design, there's a little coffee thing, a shelf, like you don't even have to wrap it.
Give me your palm.
In the palm
It's so
of my
weighted.
hand.
It can be a paperweight.
Yeah, so
dense.
It's so perfect. And this really only comes around like once every year. So it's a great time to kind of like splurge on that, even for yourself. Let's first talk about Venn. We love Venn. They have the all-in-one activated concentrate. They have their vitamin B all-in-one. So these are great for anyone who's a bougie kind of skincare enthusiast. If you're able to flex all your knowledge that you've learned on Beauty Within about skincare and how this actually works, they'll appreciate it so much more. So I also gifted this to one of my friends before and like they almost don't know how to take it sometimes. It's like, oh, okay, great. And then like they save it on their shelf, but it's like,
never use it.
No, you have to use it. Yeah. But I think a great starting point is actually this one. It's the Venn Cica Complex Biome Booster. And I feel like because a lot of people, they really love Centella Asiatica, right? So when you kind of one up and give them the most like luxurious form of it,
this is like
perfect.
One up from Dr. Jart's.
This is just luxury in a bottle. It's so smooth, it sinks into the skin. It is a serum and it's skin barrier friendly, it's skin replenishing, all of that good stuff, and it looks like $1,000,000. So this is just one. They also have like this one, which is the Compound K, very similar to a very gentle form of vitamin C. You know, it's always compared to being able to do what vitamin C does, but in a more gentle way. So that's what Compound K is, which is derived from, once again, the ginseng. And then if you have a lazy friend, maybe you want to just get them something like the Defense Mist. It's just a spray toner. You know, we love re-zhuzhing our face throughout the day, or you use it as a toning step. And it's like got quite a powerful spray, but it's like a nice mist.
One fun fact about ginseng, it's very similar to SK2's sake, fermented sake, is that workers who worked with the ginseng all day found that their skin's like super beautiful and
soft.
Yeah, super soft and luxurious. Your skin can be luxurious, yes. Like the way that you discover these products through just chance and
Natural.
life. Yeah. So cool.
So Biossance, another really great brand. And kind of like the underlying factor between all of these is that it's non-irritating and it suits the widest range of skin types and skin concerns. So Biossance obviously is known for their squalane, which is naturally derived, but something like this, it's in a beautiful bottle, vitamin C, everyone loves to be bright.
This is the oil, yes.
Yeah, the vitamin C rose oil. This is something that I think is a perfect kind of like BFF gift, or, you know, for your mom to have on her vanity, something that looks aesthetically pleasing, but does the job of replenishing.
Actually works.
And then Whind, so one of the newer brands that we discovered this year was Whind. You could also rewrite like into your card, you are the light of my life or something, right? And
especially
then you give them something like this.
Yeah. It's called Marrakech Light.
Illuminating magic oil.
You illuminate my life.
Yeah.
You are the light of my life.
And then you give it to them with this, and it's just like, oh,
Okay, so that's the thing, right? That's what we kept talking about in the first video, is that you can literally make any gift meaningful, no matter how much it is.
So this has like 9 different types of oil, and it just gives the most replenishing, nourishing glow from within. And I love oils because you can use them in different ways, like add it into your foundation, add it into your moisturizer, use it all over your bodies. And
Your bodies?
Your multiple bodies. Oh, and then Tatcha.
Yeah.
I think all of Tatcha is great. This one I feel like would be a great gift because maybe not many people know about this kind of enzyme powder cleanser. Yeah.
And you can frame it as like slowing down, taking care of yourself, being intentional with every little...
Dude, I was thinking of that. Every breath you
So
take.
creepy, the end of Stranger Things, and then the school turns upside down.
Okay, so let's move into some of devices. I feel like this is a really exciting part of the over 50s because you can't really get devices under 50. So we have some FOREO, we have an HR device, and we have Nira. So some of these aren't new because we've mentioned it for like a couple years now. Yes. But a newbie is this device, which is the Nira. And if you have like, you know, we're always about prevention, taking preventative measures to make sure that we don't have hyperpigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles. And you can do that with ingredients like your retinols and vitamin A's, but you can also get it through devices like this. And before we get into it, we want to thank Nira for sponsoring this portion of the video because this device is an at-home laser therapy. And I know laser can sound like 2 things. It can just remind you of the Usher music video. Watch out! Watch out! It's a really easy device to use where you just turn it on and you can go over any area that you want to prevent from like sagging, and it's super gentle. So how you use it is you wash your face with cleanser, you dab it dry, make sure it's dry, and that's when you go into this.
So no products.
No product. You just press it once and then you start going over. You'll feel a little bit of heat. And then every time you'll hear 2 beeps and then you just move again. And it's like super easy because you know how we get like crow's feet and all that? So once again, it sounds super intimidating, but it's safe. I remember when I was a teenager, my mom actually went to get laser therapy under the eye. I think it just develops with age. And she came home with bandages strapped under here. It was like a horror movie. I was like, what's under your eye? And she's like, you don't want to see it. And I was like, no, I want to see it. She took it and it was bleeding. It was all like raw flesh. And it took months to heal because that was the only way that she could get rid of the things, right? Exactly. So we've come so far. So now that we actually have like, thankfully, innovation and technology where we can safely do it at home, they're actually running a special now that you can get this for 50% off, and it's money back if you don't like it within 90 days, which is the suggested time that you should, you know, work these things. So super easy, preventative measure. And that's that one. And then you have something like this, which is the Medicube Age R device. Also very different. Now this goes into more of the muscle therapy.
Yeah.
So you wanna tell them about this one?
The microcurrents, as you're gliding it along specific parts of your face with muscles, it like, because it's microcurrent, it like sends it into like the deeper layers of your skin that you start twitching. So it's quite fun. It feels a little interesting, but it's fun. And then especially around the eye, it like
your whole face starts twitching because it's activating those muscles. And the cool thing about this is you can also use it on different parts of your body, on your neck.
There's different
your
intensities.
legs. I would prefer getting this over the reefer because the reefer is just a roller, and I feel like you can get, although it's a great roller, this also rolls and gives microcurrent. You know, so why wouldn't I get something like this? So then we go into, the FOREO, as Ro was mentioning, like they're more of the cleaning face mask elevation devices. So obviously we can clean our face with our fingers, but this just makes it more thorough, and it's got food grade kind of bristle so it won't mold and all that stuff. So this one's really great.
I still remember the first time we both used this. We're like, my skin feels like a dolphin. Like it actually feels poreless after you use that.
Yes, it was like I truly understood what the word supple meant. And then this one is just elevating your masking. So if you have a friend who really loves face masks, I think this would be perfect for them, because what this is you put a little face mask basically on here, and then it syncs to your phone, it heats up and starts with this hot, like, it's like you're going to a
There's a woman's voice talking to you too, if you want.
And it vibrates sometimes as well. And then it goes into the cryotherapy, which is like the cooling, which then helps with, once again, it's not going to be like change your skin's texture or anything, but it does give you that brightened effect because of the fact that you're hydrated and the temperature control.
Yeah, so there's a different device for different needs. Moving on to, I'll just talk about hair really quick. So this is Gisou. Gisou?
Yes.
This is the honey infused hair care set. It's $55. It was 25% off on their website. It might still be, maybe not. But I got this from the Sephora VIP sale. And in here they have the hair oil, the hair wash, the hair conditioner, and hair mask.
Didn't you really just enjoy one of these specifically?
I like the
that got
spray
in?
that wasn't in here. But I think the hair oil may be their hero product. I'm not sure. Either this or the mask. So like when I first used it, I didn't like it, remember?
What's the spray?
It's just the honey spray. It's like a conditioning leave-in conditioner spray. The reason why I didn't like it when I first used it was because you have to spray it in your hair, let it dry before styling it. Or else it gets like sticky. Yeah. And I didn't read the instructions. So, but the day after, even if it was sticky, I woke up with like remember I showed you, I was like, you're like, did you do something?
Like silky.
Yeah.
And tame.
Usually my hair is like, if I don't style it, it's quite puffy and frizzy. But then that day it was just like nice
and it was also
sweet.
kind of like a gray day where I would expect it to be frizzy.
Yeah, but it wasn't. So after getting that, I was like, I'm sold. I want to have my friends try this. So I actually got like 5 sets of these.
Nice.
Moving on to jewelry.
Jewelry. One of the best gifts that any girl could want.
I'm gonna take the first one.
Okay. Oh, the necklace.
Yes, Fel mentioned an alphabet necklace in our November magazine, e-magazine. And when I saw our designer creating the little spread, I was like, excuse me, what is this? And I literally bought 10 for my girlfriends. Like, I actually did. I'm actually wearing it right now.
It is beautiful.
It is adorable, and you can change the length too. This is the longest. It can be shorter. It can be like a slight choker. So I just think it's so beautiful. The muted palette of gemstones are so cute, and I think personalized anything is fantastic. The only thing I would say is because all letters are different, definitely look at the letter you're looking for because some letters don't look that good. For example, I was looking for one for my friend and like it was a D, but then the D kind of looked like an O, and then it just like the shape of it just didn't look that good. And we can't talk about jewelry without plugging our collab with Luisa.
You're like tripping over your
I know.
Oh my god, we have how many now? Almost 3
Sets.
3 sets.
Let's first explain what the flower means.
Oh, okay.
So the flowers, basically, we're thinking of like, okay, what kind of collaboration do we want to create? And we thought back to our ancestors. And then back in the day, the Chinese coins had a square cutout in the middle. So if you stack 5 of them together, it creates the flower shape. Yeah. And that's why there's a square cutout in the middle of the flower. That's like our first collab. And then the second official drop is Fel had her lantern.
Yeah, they're always kind of based in mixing contemporary styles with the old. So yeah, it was based on the lantern, and then the cube necklace was also pivoting off the first one where we filled in the blank space within the flower with the cube.
It's like one of my favorite necklaces, even though it's like the ones that I've made. But like it actually is a really good necklace that I feel like sometimes it's very easy even for this pendant one to like switch around and for the clamp to like come to the front. But because the cube one is so weighted that it actually for most of the time it just stays in place. It doesn't move around that much. And I love that the flat sides, depending on like where you are, it like catches the light and makes it very shiny and beautiful.
We're also coming out very soon with our 3rd installment of
June 2022, you heard it here first.
But on top of just our collaboration, I think Ana Luisa also has really great wearable pieces. And right now they have the gift set, including this beautiful heart pendant with matching heart earrings, like they're the studs. And they also, this is my favorite like jewelry box of theirs. It's the green velvet one. All throughout the middle, you can put earrings and rings. And then on the side, you have space for your necklaces. And then there's just a little place up here to like hang your rings or anything like that. There's currently a sale. I think this was normally above $50, but it's $38 and like 36 cents or something. Woo! Yeah, so
get this with the necklace.
Definitely get it with some sort of jewelry because I think it just wraps up the whole like jewelry present.
It does.
It's like gift.
Within a gift.
Ooh, I'm so excited about nails. I love nails. So you guys know, if you've seen the video, we went to Sunday's like nail studio where they really put a wellness aspect to the nail polish or like manicure pedicure kind of experience where you can pop on some headphones, listen to like guided meditation while they do your nails. So if you're in New York, I think it's a great experience. Get them a voucher to
gift
go
cards.
There.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or like take your friend on a date and then treat them to dinner after.
Yeah,
experiences.
For your BFF. Oh my gosh. And then you can write each other a note at the end of it because that's what they're
Which is
known
what we
for.
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, check out the video. We'll leave it up here. It was so awesome. But if you can't go in, you can get these gift boxes that they offer where you can pick 3 colors. So these are just some of the colors I have. 3 of them, it comes in this beautiful box that also has this motivational message in between. And it also comes with, no, it doesn't
Filer.
come. The filer. And then you can also get their soy nail polish remover, which is way more gentle on the nails and it's vegan. So it comes with this. So yeah, I think nails
very
is nice.
well loved.
So well loved.
Quick dry oil.
Oh yeah, guys. My favorite was their quick dry oil. It comes in a little tiny dropper. And after you did the top coat, you put this over and it just gives it this like, oh my God, it's shiny. It quick dries, which is fabulous because no one wants to wait. So I kept this empty bottle just to show you guys. There's no other nail place like that, really.
I think it's like the full shebang. Like they really put self-care at the forefront of the experience. Yeah. So in the under 50, I talked about gifting matcha powder or hojisha powder.
Yeah.
So for the over 50, I'm thinking along the lines of like the handmade ceramic mugs that literally sell out within a second.
Wait, which one?
So there's a bowls from Etsy, and then there's also the mugs that are, let's say it's like checkered, or it's just like this very beautiful print, like pink speckled with like a really funky handle. Like those types of ceramic mugs that could easily go for like $50, $60. Do you need it? No, but is it like hand craftsmanship, supporting small business? Like absolutely, and just like seeing it, drinking out of it, it's just like, amazing.
Nothing beats.
And then especially when you pair matcha, like a bright, vibrant green color with this like muted pink or like light pink mug, it's just like, that is a vibe.
Yeah.
And the last thing, this is like the fanciest thing that like is definitely a nice to have. I actually just got this for my dad. So when I went home, my dad loves his coffees. He loves drip coffee at like 8 p.m.
Oh.
8 p.m. like after dinner.
We could be friends.
Yes. I'm like, how do you go to sleep? He's like, I go to sleep fine. I'm like, all right, you and Fel need to be like, you guys need to be best friends. I asked my dad, I was like, for being this into coffee, do you know there's like, isn't there an ideal temperature for what the water should be at for you to use? And he's like, yes. So I usually boil the water and I wait a little before actually doing the pour over. So I was okay. I was like, have you heard of like a EKG fellow pour over gooseneck? And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh my God, Dad, let me tell you about it. You can set the temperature, whether it's Celsius or Fahrenheit, you put it on, it boils to that exact temperature and it stops. And you can just start right away. And my dad's like, oh, wow. And like, I start showing him photos, like, I love this. And they come with different colors. You can change the handles. There's like light wood, dark wood. But my mom saw the price. She was like, oh, wow. My dad's like, well, you know, if you get a stainless, like a real stainless steel water kettle, it's like 100 anyway. So this is like 160 to 185 depending on the handle.
And honestly, for something that you use every day for such a long period of time, like you don't really change out your kettles that often. It's actually way worth it. Yeah.
Especially for someone like you who burns your kettles because it doesn't whistle.
Oh my God. So I had the version that wasn't it wasn't electric. I had their stovetop one because I love stovetop like old school stuff, but the thing is it didn't whistle. It got pummeled because I kept leaving it on there and forgetting about
Didn't it like melt?
Yeah, it melted like the paint because it was on there for like 10 minutes, right? So then, yeah, got the electric one. Well, following on from that, if they are into coffee, I feel like, okay, even if you're the bougiest coffee person ever and you get, well, actually, now that I think about it, if your friend or whoever it is a bougie coffee person, they'll probably have all the mechanisms anyway. But if they're into coffee, Nespresso's Virtuo machines, the range is so vast. You can go from $100 up to like $300 or $400, right? So just the simplest little Virtuo machine, 135 or something. Oh my God, it creates the best like foaming froth if you get the frother with it, but it also pulls and extracts the coffee so well where it's like a legit espresso shot and has crema, it's smooth, and there's a billion pods you can get.
It actually is really nice. I went to an Airbnb and I can't drink normal coffee, but they had the decaffeinated pods. And it's so good. It's so good.
And now, once again, technology and innovation, you can connect it Bluetooth and just like do it from your phone. To just make your coffee.
Can you set a timer? Because I think that's like an amazing alarm.
Yes. The only thing that gets me up in the morning is the smell of coffee. So if you have a smart plug and it's connected to your Nespresso, you could time that shiz. Oh my God.
I need that.
Oh my God.
Right next to my bed.
Yeah, just like, I'm up.
Moving on to apartment stuff that's like kind of within wellness and lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
So I have a little mushroom lamp that I thought was gonna be like this big, but it turned out to be like this big. It's a big boy, but like it's so cute. And it comes in like so many different colors. And then I also have this wavy lamp. So like both of these I got for myself, but I think they'd be great housewarming gifts or just gifts in general if you know this is something that your friends would like. And then the very last thing, I just have to throw this out there, is a Dyson vacuum.
Oh my God, game changer.
It's so extra and so unnecessary, but like I gifted it to my childhood best friend for her birthday, and then she actually fights her husband now to vacuum because
Once
it's so fun. You can't
you
go
won't
back. You literally can't go. It's cordless. You hold it like a gun and you just like.
Yeah. So we have other ones from our team as well. Tech. If you're Apple user or Android user, like I have the Jabra ones, which I feel like are perfect for you non-Apple people. They have the best sound quality. You can track the GPS. You can adjust the hear through. You can adjust the compression. So if you're in a louder place, it like adds a little more compression so it blocks out more.
Another thing about these type of gifts is that you'll use it every single day. I love the functional gift where it's like a wallet or a thing that it's like, you're gonna think about me every time you use it.
Yeah.
So here you go, you're welcome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we have a fashion item. So this is for the friends of yours who love kind of like accessories, specifically watches. It's a brand called Brida. It looks like the kind of vintage Casio brands where it's a very simple face, but it's just got the little time here and it tick-a-tocks away. But the band is almost like just a bracelet, I feel. So those are the type of watches that I would go for that are more of an accessory rather than a watch, because I'm not really like a watch person. So
And it comes with a little tag, your time has arrived.
I think these type of presents, once again, if you open it from the box, and it's like,
And the very last thing is our Beauty Within community that recently launched.
Yes. It can sound like, once again, money every month, but we kind of broke it down. We spend all this money on, you know, our skincare anyway. Like, why not be part of a community that can help you along the way to make sure you're doing the right things, or if you have a question, we're all there to encourage and motivate. So that's something that you can find all the details in the description, along with all the links for these types of products. And we really just want to thank you guys, because it is, you know, wrapping up the end of the year. This is obviously still early December, but we're always grateful and always just like thankful that you guys are here with us on the channel.
That's it.
That's it. So we'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye! Bye, 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 bye.